Welcome to our power yoga. Let's just start in child's pose this morning. Feeling child's pose. Big toes together, knees mat width apart, hips down towards heels. It's gonna stretch our arms nice and long so that we get some length. Add that length to your torso and weight sit bones down towards heels. Let's walk hands over to the right. Take a stretch. And walk hands over to the left. Yeah, let's go back a few times. So back and forth, right. Take that stretch and over to the left. You can kind of pick up that pace a little bit. Just looking to get some movement in those hips and spine. All right, when you're even on both sides, let's come on up into tabletop. And take ourselves through about 5 cat-cows. So inhale, drop belly, gaze up. And exhale, round spine, push the earth away. 4 more times, just like that. Find those hips movements, those shoulders, spine. And get all the muscles and joints kind of awoke. Sometimes, do you ever just say words where you're like, what? Is that a word? I'm not even sure at this point. All right, come back to that flat back. Let's send right hip over to right side, right shoulder towards that hip to make this C shape in your spine. And come back to center and do that same on the other side. Left shoulder towards left hip. And come back to center, tuck toes, lift hips up into down dog. Pedal out those feet. Sway hips side to side. All right, bend knees, gaze forward. Let's step to the top of our mats. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, take that good forward fold stretch. Bending and straightening those knees. Again, looking for any spots that need some movement or stretch. And release hands and inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, reach up to stand. Come into slight back bend and exhale, forward fold. And do 4 more just like that. Inhale, rise, reach up to stand. Add a back bend. You can start to deepen these as they feel good. That exhale is gonna forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. And last one, rise up. Exhale, bow. Bend knees, plant hands, come down to plank. And lift hips up into down dog. So from here, we're just gonna take some hovering tabletops. So on that inhale, we're gonna come forward, stay on those toes so the bottoms of your feet are stretching out, knees come down towards the mat. And then on an inhale, we're gonna lift those hips, or rather exhale. So that inhale is gonna bring us forward to hover. That exhale lifts hips up high. 3 more just like that. And push into hands, lift hips high. Come forward. And lift. This last one, we're gonna hold down and hover. See if you can extend that right leg out behind you and tap knee to right elbow. Stay hovering, extend that leg, knee to elbow. Try to do 3 more. You guys, option to lower down to that left knee, but try to stay hovering, building that strength, warming those muscles. Last one. Come back to that hover and down dog. Inhale back forward to hover. Extend that left leg long. Knee towards elbow. 5 times. See if you can lock that knee into that hover. So hips aren't moving, just moving from that hip socket forward. And 5. Lift hips up into down dog. Bend knees, gaze forward, step towards that top of your mat. Release those hands from some pressure here for a moment. Halfway lift and bow. Inhale, rise, reach up to stand. Add that back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Deep breath in, halfway lift. And bow. Bend knees, plant hands, step back to plank. All right, from plank this time, lowering down, chaturanga push-up. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Take that right leg high. Bend knee, open up through side body, roll ankle, roll knee out. And on that exhale, knee towards right elbow. Extend it up. Knee towards left elbow. And then step that foot all the way through to extend it. Roll to that foot, fallen star here. Reach hand high. And plant that hand back down, three-legged dog. Full down dog. Take left leg high. Bend knee, open up through that side. Find that good stretch. Roll ankle and knee, hip out. Extend leg high. Knee towards left elbow. And lift. Knee to right elbow. Extend leg through. Reach up arm. Find that twist, fallen star. Hand comes down, pick up that leg, three-legged dog. Full down dog. Ground heels down to the mat or pedal out feet here, depending on what your body needs in this moment. Bend knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, reach up to stand. Insert that back bend here. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And bow. Bend knees, plant hands, find plank. Lower down, chaturanga push-up. Find an up dog. And down dog. Ground those heels down, really stretch out through those hamstrings. Maybe tip tailbone up towards sky. Let's take right leg high. Knee to right elbow. And extend it up. Knee to left elbow and come into that fallen star. Back to three-legged dog. Bend knee, open up through side body here. Maybe putting flip dog in, really get that heart open. Gaze back at mat, three-legged dog. Step forward, low lunge. Yes, if you have anything to work out in those hips here, find some movement. Then we're gonna rise up to crescent lunge. All right, for crescent lunge this morning, we're gonna pick up that front heel on our right foot. Try to find some balance here. Maybe sink down a little bit lower. And hold for just another moment. And drop that heel, bring hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog. And down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Knee to left elbow. And extend. Knee to right elbow. Fallen star. Because if you want, you can start to hover that leg out to the side rather than putting it on the ground. Three-legged dog. Bend knee, open up through that side body. Plant foot, fallen, or let's see, flip dog. Everyone comes to three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward, low lunge. Again, find some movement here. Get into hamstrings and hips. Centering off into this lunge. And then inhale, bring it to high crescent. Sink down, pick up that front heel. Maybe sink down a little bit more. Balance and stretch. Deep breath in and hands down, heel down. Step back to plank. Find chaturanga push-up. Up dog. And down dog. Bend knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And bow. Rise, reach up. Back bend. On that exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And bow. Bend knees, plant hands, find plank. Take yourself through your flow. Make your way to down dog. Right leg goes high. Knee to elbow. Extend. Knee to left elbow. Fallen star. Again, hover that leg out if you can. Lift hips up higher. Three-legged dog. Low lunge. Come up to high lunge. Lift front heel. This time, keeping that heel lifted, you want to hinge forward. Swing arms out behind you. Whew. Maybe finding that spot to balance on. Energy again from that crown of your head out that back heel. And then lower down to that right heel. Pick it back up. Lower. And lift. Do that 3 more times. Lower heel. Lift it up. Try to keep that spine long. Lower. Lift. And last one, we're going to rise back up to high crescent. Keep that heel high. Drop back heel, open up to warrior 2. Find reverse warrior. And cartwheel hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog. And down dog. All right, left side leg goes high. Knee to elbow. Send it up. Knee to right elbow. Fallen star. Again, look to hover that leg. Take it back. Low lunge. To high crescent. Pick up that heel, find some balance, and then whoosh those arms right behind you. Whoosh. Hovering out shoulders over that front knee. Nice and slow, lower that heel down and lift. For a total of 5 times. Keep shoulders drawing towards each other at your back so that collarbone stays broad. And last one, lift. Rise up to that high crescent. And open up warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel hands down to mat. Step back plank. Chaturanga flow, make your way to down dog. And holding down dog here, take a few breaths. Use it to stretch out those hips, legs or shoulders, whatever you need. All right, hover down in towards tabletop. Keep those knees off the ground. Your knees as close to the ground as possible. And then extend that right leg straight behind you, lift hips up into down dog. Right knee to right elbow. And extend. Right knee to left elbow. Open up, fallen star. Maybe pulse that leg. If it's still on the ground, try to pick it up for just a second. Come back to three-legged dog. Low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Pick up off of that heel. This time, gaze upward. Challenge that balance. Sink a little lower, and then hover forward. Keep that heel lifted. Inhale, sweep hands out overhead. So we're still at this angle. Hold that heel high. For 3, 2, 1. Lower heel down. We're gonna step forward to chair pose. Sink down into chair. Gaze up between hands. Just pulse down 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. So stepping back with left foot, return to your lunge. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Cartwheel hands down. Step back to plank. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog and down dog. Hover down in towards tabletop. Extend left leg behind you. Pick it up, three-legged dog. And left knee to left elbow. Three-legged dog. Left knee, right elbow. Fallen star. Again, try to pick up that foot, or if it's lifted, pulse 5 times up. Three-legged dog. Low lunge. High crescent. Lift heel, gaze upward. Hover forward, keep that heel lifted. Arms swing out behind you. Reach hands out overhead. Stay there. Keep that heel lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower heel, step forward chair. This time coming up to the balls of both feet. Balance there, squeeze legs together. Can you lower a little bit? 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower heel, step back to lunge. Open up, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Cartwheel hands down. Step back to plank. Chaturanga flow. All the way to down dog. All right, bend knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Rise, reach up, add back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And bow. Bend knees, plant hands, find plank. Make your way all the way through your flow. Meet in down dog. In this down dog, make sure you're looking back at toes, relaxing the back of your neck. Hover down towards tabletop. Extend right leg straight behind you. Lift up to three-legged dog. All right, can you lower back down to that hover? Keep that leg lifted. And lift knee, three-legged dog. All right, do that again. Hover down, try to get into that left quad. Lift up. 2 more times. All right, three-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow. And extend. Right knee to left elbow. Fallen star. Pulse or just try to lift that foot off the ground. Engage that core. Three-legged dog. Low lunge. High crescent. Add back bend here, cactus those arms out. Reach hands high. Lift up off of that heel, hinge forward. Fly arms out behind you. And then an inhale is gonna swing those arms up overhead. Drop that heel, step forward to chair. Gaze up between those hands. All right, hover forward, come into airplane arms, knit that belly towards your thighs. And then rise up, full chair pose. Do that 4 more times. So we're gonna hover, try to flatten back, knit it to belly and thigh. Lift up, hinging at those hips. Hover forward. And up. Forward. And up. Step left foot back. Open up warrior 2. Reverse warrior. And cartwheel, hands down. This time stepping forward to warrior 3. Lift up left leg. Extend it straight behind you. Come to your fingertips. Maybe teeing off those arms here. Nice hover hold in warrior 3. Stand strong into that left foot. Lots of power here. And then we're gonna hinge up. Lift that leg out in front of you, arms go high. Come back to warrior 3. And low lunge. Reach hands high crescent. And exhale, hands down to the mat. Find plank. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog. And down dog. All right, hover forward to tabletop. Knees stay a little bit up off the ground. Extend left leg. Lift it up, warrior or three-legged dog. And lower down to hover. Lift. Can you create more power into that left leg here? More energy. Hovering forward and lifting. Last one. Hold three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow. Extend. Left knee, right elbow. Fallen star. Again, try to pick up that leg, or if it's up, try to pulse it up. 4, 5, three-legged dog. Low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Cactus arm back bend, stretch out that right quad. Reach hands high, lift that front heel, hover arms back, hinge forward. Reach hands out overhead. Lower heel down, step to chair. Tee off arms, bring chest towards knees, and lift. Hinge at that hip 4 more times. And lift. Check in with your core. Is it helping out here? It should be. Don't just let belly hang out. Use those core muscles and engage with your hips. Flying forward. Distract yourself from the quads. Last one. Come to chair. Step right foot back. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. And cartwheel hands down to mat. Let's pick up that back leg. Warrior 3. Adding balance, we're gonna tee off arms. Energy into right leg. Draw navel in. And bend that right knee forward. Lift it up. And tee off arms. Come to warrior 3. Hands come down to the mat, lunge. Step back plank. Flow through chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. All right, holding down dog here. If you want to take child's pose for just a couple moments or grab a drink of water, you can. We have one more flow through that time, through that practice. We're gonna add that standing hand to foot. So adding that, and then we're gonna work on some abs. So when you're ready, let's make our way to forward fold at the top of our mats. Grab opposite elbows. Find this stretch here. Releasing head. Letting anything go that isn't adding energy to us. All right, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Rise, reach up to stand. Add that back bend. And forward fold. Halfway lift. And bow. Bend knees, plant hands, plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Hover down, hovering tabletop. Extend right leg. Just one lift here, so lift it back up to three-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow. And extend. Right knee, left elbow. All in star. Hold. If that foot's down, try to lift it. Three-legged dog. Bend knee, open up through that side body, adding our flip dogs to this practice. Lift hips high. Back to three-legged dog. Step forward, low lunge. High crescent. Gaze up. Lift up to the ball of that foot. Cactus arm here. Lift hands high. Hover forward. Hands sweep behind you. And then reach overhead. Lower that front foot down, step to chair. So I'm lowering down to toe stand as an option. You gaze up between those hands, stay with balance. Push heels down to the mat. Step left foot back. Open up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Cartwheel hands down to the mat. Lift up to warrior three. And find that balance, tee off arms. Then you're gonna pull that left knee out in front of you, stand tall. So you got this bent knee. Interlace fingers, either around knee or around the bottom of that foot. If you have the bottom of that foot, yogi toe lock right big, or that big toe with right fingers. And everyone reach left hand out in front of you. You might just be holding on to your knee here, that's okay. Extend that leg out. Reach both hands to that foot. Stay here. So maybe pull yourself down towards that knee. Looking to do knee to nose or nose to knee. Come back up, release. Bring that knee back down. Hands go high. Warrior three. To low lunge. Plank. Flow through down dog. All the way to down dog rather. Heels come down. And holding here about 5 breaths. Hover down to tabletop. Extend left leg. Lift it high. Bend knee, open up through side body. Flip dog. Three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow. And extend. Left knee, right elbow. Fallen star. Hover. And three-legged dog. Step forward, low lunge. Sweep hands high. Come to the ball of that left foot. Cactus arm back bend. Reach hands high. Keep that heel up. Hover arms back as you hinge forward. And then sweep hands out overhead. Lower heel down, chair pose. Gaze up. And this time stepping feet out wide. Just gonna lower down to yogi squat. Spine is long. And rise up. Step those feet together, sink down into chair. Step left foot back. No, step right foot back. All right, warrior three. Tee off those arms. Come to standing, bring that knee out in front of you. Again, bring hands around that front foot. Yogi toe lock, big toe. Bring right hand forward. Extend that foot forward in towards that hand. Then maybe interlace hands around that foot. Take your forward fold towards that leg. Again, knee You might just bring forehead towards knee here. All right, bring it back. Reach hands high. And warrior 3. 2 low lunge. Step back, plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Pedal out those feet really good here. Okay, finding pigeon stretch. We're going to bring left knee forward towards wrist and sink down into stretch here. And walk chest down towards shin or calf. Forehead down to mat. Just like we do in child's pose, we're going to extend hands straight out overhead, and we're going to walk hands right to left a few times. Just find some good movement here. And when you're equal on both sides, find center, forehead down to mat. Walk hands closer to you. Find 3-legged dog. Shake out that leg, move it out. Then bring that foot down, right knee towards right wrist. Again, half pigeon here. When you're ready, chest comes down towards ground, extend arms out overhead. And walking hands right to left. Just finding some movement here today. And again, once you're even on both sides, let's walk back to center. Hold. And walk hands towards you. 3-legged dog. Move that leg. And then full down dog. All right, lower down to knees. Come to seated spot on your mat. Checking in with time. You guys are lucky. I don't have time to do my abs series. We did lots of abs anyway. Let's just bring the bottoms of our feet together. Find cobblers. Hold on to those feet or your ankles and maybe just bounce knees out right to, or up and down here. And then forward fold into those feet. Again, try to lead with that belly button here. And extend legs out long. Forward fold. Take feet out into V-sit. And reach both hands for your toes. Forward fold here. And then right hand is going to go up overhead to that left foot. Side stretch. Turn and go straight over that left leg. So shoulders are squared off over that leg. Then come back into that twist. Rise up to center. Both hands go over to right foot. And turn square chest off. And come back to that side stretch. Back up to center, bring those feet together. Take a hug around your knees. Spine nice and rounded, and then roll down to your back. Pull knees into chest, rock right to left. Reach through for happy baby. And those feet are up towards the sky, hugging knees down towards the outside edges of your body, your mat. See if you can really bring awareness to that spine and tailbone, trying to bring it all down to the ground. Let this happy baby start to cool your body. Slow your breath. Maybe even deepen your breath here. Release feet, hug knees in one last time. Deep breath in. And on that exhale, extend out into Shavasana. And take a deep inhale here. Nice audible exhale out your mouth to release that heat, any excess energy, so that we just kind of maintain this nice balanced spot between energy and focus. And let's start to find some movement. Fingers and toes. When you're ready, let's rock and roll up to seated spot on our mats. Sitting up nice and tall, is feeling this nice energy in our spine as we lengthen it. Take one final deep breath as you reach out and up overhead. And hands come together down to heart, head bows. Yes, thanks so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.